Hey y'all, it's Princess with Princess Kitchen, and we are back with another video today, y'all. Welcome, get in here. Let's dance. Let's dance. Y'all, I'm up to 3K subscribers. I'm so excited about that. Thank y'all. Thank each and every last one of y'all. Because without Perkins Mitchell channel, my grandma in Kingston, and y'all, it wouldn't be no Princess Kitchen. So thank y'all so much. I appreciate every comment, like, share, subscribe, all of it. Y'all got your girl monetized, up to 3K followers. Thank y'all for supporting me. Thank y'all for giving me a chance and even coming over here checking out this little channel. Thank y'all so much. All right, y'all, get in here. Let's cook. Today we are cooking mac and cheese and yams. Yes, it's two sides, but it's two sides because my sister is having dinner at her house, and these are two sides she asked me to bring. So that's what I got today, y'all. Mac and cheese and yams. If y'all do y'all's a certain way, let me know in the comments, y'all. But I'm doing it the simple way, the easy way. Now my mac and cheese, no, I'm doing it the way I do it. However you do your mac and cheese, that's fine. If you make a roux, that's fine. I don't really do that. I make more, it's like an egg milk combo. So y'all, let's get into it today. I hope everybody is having a great Sunday. Let me show y'all what I got in a pan already. I always do this, it's how I was taught. So in the pan already I have some cheese and some butter already in the pan. I have my noodles already boiling. This is not the yams, the sweet potatoes that you peel. These came out of a can. This is just what I like. You do it your way. This is what I like. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with yams out of a can. So I got 2 cans of this in a pan. And even using 2 large cans, this is all the potatoes it is, y'all. So if you're feeding a big amount, you're gonna need you several cans. I got me some evaporated milk for my mac and cheese, 2 cans of evaporated milk, not condensed, evaporated. And yes, you can use regular milk. You do not have to use that. Use what you got, it's okay. I got me some butter. I got me a 1.5 sticks for my yams. Got me some cinnamon and some vanilla. And of course, got me some brown sugar. Got my oven preheated already to 400. It's been on 400 for a while, so I know that oven is, yeah, it's hot, y'all. Got my noodles already boiling, and so we're gonna get started, y'all. First things first is I want to put my mac and cheese together and go ahead and get it in the oven. I might need to do my yams first. We'll just see. We'll see. I'm gonna test these noodles, and if they ain't done enough, we're gonna roll with the yams. And they are. They're perfect. You don't want them too done because they're gonna cook again in the oven. Okay, I'm just straining these noodles, y'all. My strainer is in the dishwasher. So if y'all hear some noise, that's what it is. I'm gonna keep just a little bit of this noodle juice. Not noodle juice, noodle water. Pour the noodles in there, y'all. Perfect amount. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off because I won't need that. Alright, y'all, got my noodles in a bowl. I'm gonna use this bowl right here. In a bowl, the noodles is melting, that butter and cheese. I'm gonna pour my evaporated milk, 2 cans. Go with some salt and pepper. I don't like to season my mac and cheese like I'm frying chicken. I don't like a lot of all that seasoning in mac and cheese. So I go with salt and pepper. And again, this is just how me and my family do it, y'all. Not too much salt. And 2 eggs. That's why I forgot my eggs. Got me 2 eggs, y'all. And for the ones of y'all who don't eat egg, it's okay. You don't taste it. It's just like when you're baking a cake. If you can taste the eggs in the cake, I don't know about that. But you should not be able to taste the egg in your mac and cheese. And I'm just gonna whisk away. Beating up that egg, that salt and pepper, and that evaporated milk, y'all. Can y'all see that? Okay. Now let's beat up cheese, black spoon. We need to get the stirring. Make sure y'all can see me, because I want y'all here with me. As I stir, I put cheese in mine. And I had already had this pre-going, y'all, because this could take a while. I'm just going to stir before I even put that in there. Stir from the bottom, because remember the bottom had cheese and butter in it. Now, I'm going to add just a little bit more. And I don't want to put too much in there. Now I'm going to come back over here with my mixture. And I make sure them eggs is beat up in here. I don't play no games. And I'm going to stir as I pour it in there. Pour a little bit, stir some. And it's looking like one can would have done this small pan. This is a small pan. We normally make big pans, but this will work. This will work, honey. I'll just use that, the rest of it in another mac and cheese. I'll make one for my house. Go ahead and put some more of that in there. I do not be shy with the cheese, y'all, because I mean, come on now, put it in there. It's mac and cheese. All right, once it's good and you got the cheese pour that you desire, we're good. Make sure you stir the edges. Woo, y'all. I had to turn my head, got some pepper in my nose, but let me wash my hands. I didn't sneeze in my hand, but because I sneezed, let me wash them for y'all. All right. I'm going to take this same cheese and put it on top. I want every edge of this macaroni covered. I don't play that. I don't want nothing showing. And we're going to slide this right in the oven. Just like that, y'all. Woo. And I told y'all my oven was already preheated, and baby, is it heated. Slide it on in there. All right, y'all. Let's get some of this cleaned up and move on to these yams. I'm gonna use this right here for my little house of mac and cheese. So I'm taking that one to my sis. I think she's doing a roast. So, yeah. Mac and cheese in, it takes the longest to cook. So I prefer to go ahead and get that in the oven. And then I'll put the yams in. All right, y'all. So, for our little canned yams, open the can, drain the can in your drainer, and let them sit in that little strainer for a minute to get all that excess juice up out of them. That's what I do. I like it better that way, get all the excess juice out. All right, for these yams, it is so simple. For my girlies and my guys out there who's like, I can't fix no yam, honey. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I got you. This is what we're gonna do. Go ahead and get you a stick of butter, y'all. Stick and a half. So I got a stick, I got a half a stick. We're gonna melt this butter. And you know it don't take long for butter to melt. Lord, I would say to make. You want 2 cups of brown sugar. You can't really see my cup on here, but I've used it so many times, I know where it is. And let me get me I got my little whisk. Because I don't want no lump of sugar. Go ahead and get your sugar fine, y'all. Get it fine. So you really know how much you got. Butter, melted butter, I can go a little bit more sugar. Don't skimp on your sugar, y'all, because these is candied yams and they will be candied, I promise you. Okay. You want that butter good and melted, so make sure it's melted, y'all. Good and melted, stick and a half. 2 cups of sugar. If this I want hot, I could do it on the stove. 2 cups of sugar, melted butter. And I want it all, every last drop of it, honey. And I'm gonna stir that. Get it all in there. Get it stirred. There it is. Ground cinnamon. And honey, I ain't got time for the little shaky shake, so I'm gonna pour in there how much I need. And you taste it and make sure it's enough for your liking. Vanilla flavoring, vanilla extract. Same thing to your liking. I think that was about what? Let me get my little cups out. Maybe 2 teaspoons. Because I don't play around, y'all. I want to taste my little vanilla. And a little bit more cinnamon because this is sweet potatoes. And you're going to mix that. And you're going to mix it good. Yep. And you're going to taste it and make sure it's up to your liking. And remember, it's going to get sweeter once it's in the oven. So I am going to taste it. It's right. It's right, y'all. You're going to take it and you're going to pour it on these yams. Pour it on over there. When y'all stir these, you be careful because remember they are canned, so they're soft. I'm gonna put them in here. I got my oven on 400, so I'll say about, I I don't know, 20, 25 minutes. We'll see. How about that? We'll see. I just look at them and be like, oh yeah, they're done. That's how I know. Shake it. Good job. Make sure you ain't got no mesh rain rims. You don't want your stove dirty. Yeah. Okay. A gentle stir. You don't really need to stir them. I just want to make sure everything's where it needs to be. Sugar is everywhere on these sweet potatoes, y'all. And this is really a simple way for people who just don't know how to do yams, or you know how to do yams and you don't feel like cutting all the potatoes, honey. Now I'm going to slide them in here with this macaroni. Y'all hear that oven? It is not playing. And as I slide that in now, I'm going to come talk to y'all. Prince and princesses, and our sides is almost done, y'all. Almost done. So that's my yam and mac and cheese recipe. Please feel free to share yours. This is just how I do it. I want to show y'all a simple way, easy way, non-expensive way. So yeah. Everybody don't want to peel potatoes, and that's okay. That's why they make canned yams. All these restaurants y'all be eating at, I'm sure them people ain't peeling all the potatoes, y'all. So now, we're going to clean up, and I'm going to talk to y'all. Words of encouragement, y'all. Words of encouragement. This is my little stuff I use. And I know some people say yams can have nutmeg and all that. You're right. This is just a little quick one too, y'all. This is what I use. And I promise y'all, they is good. I think my grandma said last time yams supposed to have zest in them or something. Baby, I don't like that. I don't want it to be zest in it. I want them candied. That's how I like it. My little melanated sugar, also known as brown sugar. Hold it up. We're going to put that up too. Ooh, couldn't even close the cabinet, y'all. So that should be good with a roast, mac and cheese, yams, roast. I think she's doing collards. So everything will go well together. Our leftover cheese, and this is the kind of cheese that we use. The Kobe Jack. You use what you want to use. You use what you got. I don't have to make many yams because it's just a few of us. Get these dishes up out the way. Don't forget your evaporated milk. Y'all, it makes it so creamy and cheesy. I promise you it do. But if you ain't got this, it's okay. You use gallon milk and be fine. It's going to do the same thing. There is more than one way to skin a cat, y'all. More than one way. So, encouraging words today, y'all. Be nice. Be nice. Y'all, why we can't just be nice? Just be nice. We grown. Why we can't just be nice? What is wrong with being nice? When did becoming the mean girl or the mean guy become attractive and fun and funny? Like, be nice. Ugh. We too old to be walking around here still having cliques and stuff, being nasty and mean, even at the workplace. Let me tell y'all something. That behavior is taught. You think kids aren't watching, but they are. They are. And that's bullying too. Even for adults. Be nice. Honey, how hard is it? Somebody speak to you, hey, good morning. Oh, I'm not having a good morning, so I'm not going to speak back. What? It hurts you to tell somebody 2 words. Good morning. Well, actually 1. Good morning. No, it's 2. I'm tripping. It's 2. It hurts you to say good morning back. Y'all, be bullies. Don't be clicking up, being mean, being sassy. Just being mean, being bullies. And guys do it too. They do it too, and it's not funny. School's about to start back. You know how it is when the school is in, these with bullies and stuff like that. No, this behavior is taught. Okay? We don't need that. We want our babies to have good, or for the ones of us who do have kids in school, you want your babies to have a good school year. You don't want to go through that. You don't want your child to be bullied, and I pray you don't want your child to bully others. Let's just be nice. Let's show our kids how to be nice. So, yeah. I'm really, really big on bullying, honey. I do not play that. Let me tell y'all, when I was in high school, I got bullied. Like in real life, on camera, I might look a certain way, but in real life, y'all, I'm 4'11", and I was 4'9" in high school. So y'all do what y'all want to do with them measurements. I was 4'9", I weighed like what, 100 pounds, maybe 120. That's it. So I was a little thing in high school. And before I found my voice, this is why it's important to teach your children. They have a voice. Use it. They are heard. Don't you ever be afraid to speak up. I was bullied. And then it came to a point where I just told my grandma, I'm not going back to school. Literally, y'all, it was one afternoon. I had came from school, and I just told her, I'm not going back tomorrow. She was like, did y'all get your school clothes ready for tomorrow? And I told her, I'm not going. I'm not getting nothing ready because I'm not going. Y'all should have seen the look on my grandma's face because she thought I was just like lashing out being a teenager. And I just told her, I'm not going. Every day I go to school, you don't understand how hard it is to survive those 7 to 8 hours. I'm not going anymore. I don't want to go. One, I was in 10th grade in an elective class. So not math, science, no, elective. So it's basically a class where you have to get a credit. So it was like gym or PE, something like that. I was in an elective class with older kids. So I think I was I in 10th? I might have been in 9th grade, y'all, and these kids were in the 11th grade. One, I had no business in that class. But I was given that class, and I didn't know I could switch that class. I mean, I didn't know. And when I went to go switch it, when the bullying started, they said it was too late into the year to switch. It's too late into the semester to switch. Tough it out. I was told to tough it out. And when I say bullying, y'all, I mean bullying. By the girls, the guys, like bullying. And so finally I told my grandma, I'm not going back. I'm not getting no clothes ready because I'm not going back. You let them know I'll do my work on my computer, but I'm not going back. And she said, what's going on? And I didn't even want to tell her, y'all, because it's so embarrassing. And sometimes you're going through so much, you don't want to say something to your parent and make it worse. Because what if she go up there and say something, now they're picking on me because my parent came up here, blah, blah. This is why it's important to be your child's safe space. Just be nice. Be nice. And so I finally told her what was going on, and she said, what? Like, how long has this been going on? And I told her since school started in August. And by now, it was like October going into November. Like, it was right after my birthday is October 30th. So it was like November 1st. So I've been going through this for a while, y'all. And she was just like, okay. And I was just like, so I gotta go back? And she was like, you ain't gotta go tomorrow, but you're going back. And y'all, she called my mom. She called my mama. Let me tell y'all something. My mama's name was Michelle. You don't play with Michelle, honey. You don't play with Geraldine, but you don't play with Michelle. See, Geraldine is more of she can get upset, but she know how to reel it in and talk professional. My mama is more like, who did what to, like, it's, yeah. So that's my grandma's daughter. So she called her. They had a long conversation. It took some calming her down. The next day, I didn't even go to school, but we went to the school. I didn't go, we went to the school. And by the time we got to the school, y'all, I didn't even know my grandma had called all these people. Y'all, why my grandma done called the school board and told the school board she's gonna call the news and let them know about the bullying, and that the teachers knew about it, the principals knew about it. Honey, the teachers was laughing with the bullies. And the principals knew. Stick it out is what they said. Honey, she had done called the school board, called and told them she was gonna call the news. Y'all, it was crazy. It was crazy. Moral of the story is when we went to that school that next morning, I didn't have to physically, attend classes, but I went with her to a meeting, emergency meeting that the principal all of a sudden wanted to have. They had everybody in the office. The teacher was in there. All the principals at a high school was in there. I was in there. My grandma, my mama, we were all in there. The teacher was in there. They asked her, like, so you knew about the guys and girls that was bullying me? Was all sitting in a line, y'all, in a line. But it didn't intimidate me, and I don't know why. I just walked on in. They all sitting there. They were crying because they played sports, and this could ruin their sports career, being on the news for bullying. Anyway, honey, let me check these sweet potatoes, y'all. Anyway, honey, when yep, everything's doing what it's supposed to do. Slide it back in there. When my grandma went in that meeting, y'all, and I know I'm talking a lot in this video, but it's because my stuff is in the oven. When my granny went up in there, and she was asking all the right questions, honey, and my mama was making sure them questions was getting answered. Do you hear me? My grandma would ask a question, and my mom would say, well, answer. Y'all had so much to say before. Like when I say tag teaming, that's why it's important for your children to know you got their back. Because my Maya will tell anybody, oh, my mama got my back. She not going to leave me. She loved me. My girl know it. Honey, when she was on them, they cried. And the teacher, well, I didn't think it was that serious. It's just jokes. It's just jokes. Just jokes. You don't joke like that with people. You don't push people to joke. You don't put people in a trash can to joke. Literally, y'all know the big school trash cans? Literally picked up and put in. Like, I need y'all to know how far it was going. Like, we supposed to be in groups and I don't have a partner. You're by yourself. Like, I need y'all to know how far it was going. And it was just funny to her. They make jokes about your clothes, about your hair, about this, about your skin color, all of that. All of it. And baby, they want no size 2s, especially the girls. Honey. So, yeah. That's what happened. We went in that office and it got down to business. And all I can tell you is, after that year, that teacher was gone. We finished the year out. I was fine. I got switched out that class that day. All of a sudden, it wasn't too late in the semester no more. I was switched out that class. They didn't say another word to me all the way up until the time they graduated. How that worked, I don't know. The teacher, she knew. She wouldn't say nothing to me. Nothing. Like, everybody was talking about it. Like, you heard that Princess parents, blah, 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 blah. Like, when I tell y'all nobody mess with, they might have talked about me behind my back, but nobody said nothing to me, y'all. And the rest of my high school years were great. I had no problems, y'all. So when I tell you it's very important that your child know you have their back and you are their safe place, it is very important, because that could have went a whole nother way with everything I was going through. That young being, you don't know what it's called, but depressed and stuff, things could have happened. And things has happened to people that is bullied. And y'all know what I'm talking about without having to say it. So just knowing that your parent is your safe place. Be nice. Your children needs to see that. Their behavior is taught. Be nice. So that's how I stand on it, y'all. Girl, y'all, it is getting down in this oven, honey. I'm so excited because I'm not cutting this camera off until I show y'all the aftermath so y'all can see Princess ain't lying, Princess ain't playing. But I am about to stir these yams up for y'all. It feels so good to get to talk to y'all, because normally I'm always scattering and wanting to say stuff, and I get to say it. Can y'all see them yams? They bubbling, y'all. Don't stir them hard, because they're soft. All right. That's good, y'all. I'm going to break that big one in half right there. They doing what needs to be done, baby. Just remember to be nice, even to your children. Be nice. Y'all, us as adults, sometimes we can be snappy too, and we can be in the wrong too when it comes to our kids. And I get it, we're overstimulated. Let's say, honey, that's real. And so let's say, I don't know, you done had a hard day. The last thing you want to hear is, Mommy, look what I can do. And they turn in a circle. What? What? But just think of how you answered or responded to that. Is that fast? That wasn't nice. That wasn't nice. Just say, okay, baby, I see. And keep going. Overstimulated is a lot. I understand. I have a 7-year-old and a newborn. Well, 4-month-old. That's a lot. And you can be overstimulated and work a full-time job and got a husband. Overstimulation is real, y'all. It's real. Get this milk. I'm gonna cook me something else with that, honey. That evaporated milk will not go to waste. But yes, y'all, basically what ended up happening is everybody went on, they did get in trouble for bullying, because they had been bullying me for a while. The person from the school, there was a man from the school board came to the meeting. Like, once he heard that news was going to be called, honey, he came to our little high school in the meeting. So there had to be some form of punishment done. So they had to sit out a couple of games. It wasn't nothing major. But to them, high school boys all think they're going to the NFL. And that's great. That's great, because some of them do. But we knew. So, yeah. And I tell you what, I seen one of my bullies here recently. I want to say about 2-3 years ago. One of the guys, he was at a place. And y'all, he spoke to me. Because I ain't ever spoke to them since. He spoke to me and said, hey, I just want to apologize. This is how you know. This is how you know. He said, I want to apologize because we were just out and about. It was a whole lot of people. It ain't just me and him. It's people galore. And he says to me, is that your daughter? And I said, yeah. He's talking about Maya. And I said, yeah, that's my daughter. She's beautiful. Thank you. And he goes, I just want to apologize for high school. Like, I'm sorry about that. And I was like, no, it's fine. Hey, we were younger. You got to learn, right? And we just let it go like that. That apologizing and being accountable. You see what I'm saying, y'all? It's okay to apologize. It's okay to be accountable. Obviously, that was weighing on him for him to apologize to me after we're grown with children, because he has kids too. So that tells you, like, and what goes around comes around, y'all. You could do something to somebody and nothing happened to you. That's fine, but your kids and your grandkids, it's real. It's real. Y'all, I want to show y'all my mac and cheese. I'm going to leave them yams on up in there. Some yams got to cook. Y'all see my mac and cheese? I'm going to try to hold this bad boy up. How I'm going to get a thumbnail today, honey, I don't know. But there go my mac and cheese, y'all. Y'all see it? Ooh. And this is going to her house. But she knew I was going to make a video. So y'all know I got to cut it for you. And no, I'm not going to eat it. I'm just cutting it for y'all so y'all can see. Y'all see that? This is how we like ours. Cheese all the way through, y'all. All the way through. I'm going to put that right on back in there. Because we're going to eat at her house. Put it on back in there. Yep. Yep. That's how you do it, y'all. Yep. Yep. That's how you do it. Told you, you too can make you a beautiful pan of mac and cheese and yams. Yes, you can. Because I'm going to show you the easy way to do so. And I'm going to let them yams keep cooking a little while. Y'all, I'm so happy about this mac and cheese. This is what I was worried about not getting done. Was the mac and cheese. It wasn't even the yams. It was the mac and cheese. But I won't plan today, y'all. We are at 3K. Y'all really gave me a chance, came over here, see what I'm doing. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. We got a lot more to go. My chicken and broccoli casserole, that's next, y'all. I gotta show y'all that. I don't know why that wasn't one of my first ones I cooked. So that'll definitely be on camera, y'all. Everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's doing good with y'all. If nobody has told you today, I love you. You are a person. You have a voice. You are heard. Okay? You are somebody. And I love you. Y'all, I'm starting to smell them yams. So that lets me know that's where they need to be, baby. Let me see. Yay. I'm gonna have to have my husband help me, y'all. Yep. Let me go get the man. Thank you, kind sir. Y'all be asking about my husband. He here in the recliner. He was reclined out, y'all. They always asking about you, and you don't never want to be on camera. So look, that's done. I just need my yams in one hand, my mac and cheese in the hand. Ready? Y'all should see this man standing off this camera. He act like he's scared of y'all. All my 3,000 subscribers. All right. Y'all, these yams is candied. Okay, so I'm gonna put, you need these. There you go. Trying to get my thumbnail. Got my mac and cheese. In this hand. Want me to give you the yams? These are the yams, y'all. Candied, honey. Candied. Be careful, okay? Because it is hot. And if that juice, that syrup spill on you, you're going to have to go to the emergency today. Because it's going to take the skin off. Y'all know, some sugar on your skin that's hot and melted, that's bad. Put it on this glove. Ooh, slide it on you. Here they go, y'all. There they are. Your girl did it. So we got yams and mac and cheese. The simple way, y'all. The simple way. Ooh. Get my thumbnail. All right. That's what I wanted to show y'all. I'm so thankful for y'all today. Can you say hey to my subscribers? They always ask me about you. I don't want them to think I'm crazy. Say hey. Y'all, there you go. He's okay. He's living. He was in there in that recliner with Maya. Y'all have a happy Sunday. I hope everything turned out good. You too can make both of these dishes. Please do. Please try them, y'all. Y'all will not regret it. I promise you, you won't, y'all. I promise. I love y'all and I thank y'all for watching. And until the next time, see y'all later. I love y'all. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Be nice, all my prince and princesses, kings and queens. Be nice. That's all it takes. I love y'all. Bye.